What a nice little Dales view to start my morning. I've just had a full English breakfast here at Keld Lodge in the Yorkshire Dales National Park, and I'm just going to keep on heading up on the Pennine Way today. Hopefully some of the snow will have melted a little bit. I won't be going too high up into the hills, but for part of the day I will be following a beck for quite a while, so if there's a lot of rain and runoff it could be extremely damp, but you know, fingers crossed it'll turn out okay. And I've got two spare pairs of socks, you know, just in case. This here's the drying room, and as you can see I've left my boots and my zip-offs on my trousers here, so hopefully these will be nice and dry now, nice and warm. Time to say goodbye to Keld Lodge in Upper Swelldale Valley and head down there to where the footpath takes me to the Pennine Way. Then we're going to have a nice walk up into the hills, which is currently in fog. This is the River Swale, giving Swelldale its name. I'm on a bridge overlooking it. See it flows further down there. And then just to the left of us, East Gill Force, just a series of little waterfalls. I'm just passing to the left of East Gill Force now. It's just there, and see signs for the Pennine Way, and this little acorn is a symbol of the national trails. The public bridleway heading that direction is part of the unofficial coast to coast route, which is probably one of the most famous footpaths in Britain, even though it's not a national trail. It was made by Alfred Wainwright, and it's 190 odd miles, and it shows one of my favourite things about England, that you can just string together any 2 points and you'll be able to find a footpath linking them. You can make it yourself and plan bed and breakfast and youth hostels and campsites along the way, because we've got such a great network of public footpaths and right of way. After spending just a few minutes with it, I'm saying goodbye to the coast to coast. It continues over there where it gets to the Irish Sea, though people heading west to east will continue down and get to the North Sea. Just skirting around little Dale's barn here. I mean, they've been used for different things in the past, a shelter for livestock, or maybe just a place to store winter feed for the animals. A lot of them aren't used anymore. Some of them have been preserved and rebuilt solely because they look quite nice. I've been walking along this river valley for quite a while now. You can see on the far end there's a road that goes up into the hills. That's heading to the same place I am. We're just taking two different paths. Just walking over Tan Hill now. Fog's come in a bit more. I can't see quite as far as I was able to, but that might be because just on top of the hill. As I get lower, things might clear up again. I'm back to walking through snow, but it's all patchy. It's not a thick blanket. Here I am, the edge of North Yorkshire, feeling pretty much the middle of nowhere. Virtually absolutely nothing around me. It's just one of those days when you're feeling tired and cold and you can just have a stop for a nice warm drink, but there's nothing there. Oh wait, there's a pub. I love hiking in England. So this is the Tan Hill Inn. As the sign says, it's Great Britain's highest inn at 1,732 foot. You can also stay here and have meals as well as a pub. Now this pub is semi-famous, not only because obviously it's the highest one in Britain, but also because it's been in 2 commercials for a glazing company called Everest. Now the first commercial starred a man named Ted Moult, and this was I think in the 70s, and it showed how windy it was out here on the moors, and then he went into the pub with a new double glazing from Everest and dropped a feather in front of the window, and it fell down and there's no drafts. And then a couple of years ago, some new owners wanted the windows replacing, and they contacted Everest, and Everest decided to do a second commercial, and that's just ran recently. It kind of harked back to the previous commercial. Well, I've just had a pint of Diet Coke in the Tan Hill Inn. I can attest that it was very, very draft proof. No drafts there at all, so good double glazing. I can finally see where I'm heading to. You can see I'll be coming back down to where it meets Slaytown back, and I'll be heading down there to Bowes. And quite far in the distance, the cam might not be able to pick it out, you can see the lorry on the road. That's A66, or thereabouts, and that's where I'll be heading to today. Now, I've just reached 2 of the 3 milestones which I'll be hitting today, and both of them are at this road. On this side of the road is County Durham. So I've finally left Yorkshire after a long, long time. And also, this side of the road, we've now left the Yorkshire Dales National Park. So here, the long causeway separates the Yorkshire Dales and Yorkshire itself from up here in County Durham. So let's continue on and head over down there. This is one of the more disgusting sections of moorland to cross because it's so swampy. It's grouse. Oh. Straight in over the boot. Yeah, it's going to be a rather unpleasant 8 miles. Here's a little stone circle enclosure, probably for sheep, to keep them out of the wind. I don't think very much of this bridge. I guess this road's definitely no longer passable. And if you think I'm walking across that, you can just get lost. This section of the Pennine Way is called the Bowes Loop. You can continue on this way to Bowes, Market Town, or you can head over to a subway under the A66 at God's Bridge. Personally, I'm heading to Bowes. Well, here's Slaytown Beck for the last time. Got my hiking pole stuck in. It's a bridge with a little stile on it. Stop the sheep trying to get up. Well, nothing can stop sheep. Barbed wire, minefields. They can get past anything. Laser targeted machine gun turrets. Sheep will wander straight past. Now it's exciting to get to Bowes. Firstly because it's the end of the day to get to rest. Most importantly, it's the halfway point of the Pennine Way. Let's open the gate here. So I've done about 130 miles or so in my video series. So it's quite a milestone. And today I've left Yorkshire for Durham. I've left the Yorkshire Dales National Park, and now I'm hitting the halfway mark. So this is Bowes. This is the halfway point of the Pennine Way, and for today this is the end of my journey. It's been a nice long walk today, but I'm very eager to get out of these wet socks.